Over the last 5 years, my boys obviously have gotten a lot bigger. They're much taller than I am, but they're still the same kids in my eyes.
Lee is a wonderful hands-on father. Because of our homeschooling, he has come alongside us in every passion that the children have. He's just there for everything that they're interested in.
So since we did the video 5 years ago, we've shifted from drones into robotics. Every one of them has been either on a Lego robotics team or a high school robotics team. That seems to be the general theme for my boys.
One of the most challenging things on the robotics team happened a few years ago during the COVID shutdown. We were on our way to a competition and they sent out an email that said the whole event was canceled. And so we had to turn around and go back and figure out what to do. So my last year of high school, we decided to switch the robotics team to an industrial robotics club. And so we bought a robotic arm and programmed it to make grilled cheese sandwiches.
So when we got the arm, there was a lot of work to be done because the arm in itself is neat, but it's not necessarily functional until you start adding various attributes to it. One of the things that we did was we designed an end effector that was removable so that we could do a tool change during the operation. So we could switch from things like a spatula to a butter brush or whatever it is that was appropriate for the job at hand.
The way you program it is you make it like loosen up all of its joints and you can move it around, and then it uses math to figure out the fastest way to get there. And it can rotate its wrists like 6 times in each direction. So it like, you can see it do some funky stuff.
We had to figure out how to use the arm, how to program it. We had to mount it, and we had to get our tool changer working. So that was like a good half of the year. And then for the grilled cheese half of it, we had a lot of problems getting the cheese to work. Our original idea was to use a sliced cheese, but we couldn't figure out a reliable way to pick it up. We tried vacuums, and that just ended up with a piece of cheese lodged in the shop vac.
And then another time we were trying to pick up some cheese with a spatula of some sort, and it got stuck on something and ended up flinging it at somebody who was coming to visit the team from an aerospace company, and it hit them in the face.
We could have done easy cheese, we could have just like deposited a slice on top, but we chose with going a salad shooter and shredding it.
They taste pretty good. They're cooked perfectly every single time because it's done by a robot, and we use high quality ingredients, so they come out pretty nice.
It's a fun team to lead because the students are the ones that actually do all of the work. So as mentors, we are there to guide and offer suggestions, but they're the ones coming up with the ideas and doing the actual actions. So it's really fun to see the ideas that they have and the processes that they come up with, and just the ideas that they take from start to finish.
Right now, with our sandwich making process, it's completely blind. It doesn't see the bread, it just kind of feels around for it. So if you wanted to keep on a grilled cheese path, the next step would be to make it detect the bread.
On the robot right now, we have a camera that runs AI, and it's able to detect human faces and track them around. What we want to do eventually is integrate that into the robot so it can locate a sandwich and pick it up without having to go back and forth and move it into a position. It'll just be able to see it and go to it. I think AI has and is going to continue to become more prolific in everybody's lives. It's going to be used in a lot more settings. I think it'll be used to automate lots of tasks that are typically done by humans in like an office setting.
AI is going to become significantly more prevalent and significantly more important. So AI is a very big umbrella. There are lots of pieces that fall under the AI category. So we talk about things like machine learning and object detection. We're getting ready as Nth generation to look at all of those things. Whether it's something that we're doing on-prem, whether it's something we're doing on the cloud, it's all relevant and it's all going to meld together over the next few years.
Watching the boys' passion for technology develop over the years has been wonderful. We've been a homeschool family since our oldest was in 4th grade. So they've really gotten to dive deep into their passions and interests.
I really appreciate how if I come to my dad and I'm like, hey, here's this new thing I'm studying, this is cool. And even if he's like, doesn't get it, they'll be like, okay, that's cool. What do you need to keep working on that? So that really allowed me to explore all the avenues of stuff that I wanted to explore.
It's fun to watch what they're doing because they're early on. And so the limitations that they have are not the same limitations I had when I was their age. So the ideas that they have and the things that they're doing are going to be exponentially better than what we're doing today. I'm really excited to see what they're going to do next.